What's going on, YouTube? Today was the day. Today was the day that Shacarri, I'm sorry, I don't know why black people insist on calling this girl Shacarri. Her Twitter handle is literally "It's Carrie." That's her Twitter handle. She's explaining her name is Shacarri. Shacarri Richardson returned to the track today. All eyes were on her. You got the haters, you got the supporters, you got the detractors, you got the naysayers. Like, it was the first time she had to run since becoming like 10 times more famous than she already was. So there was naturally going to be more pressure, whether she added more pressure or not. But she added a little more pressure by some of her Instagram posts, some of her tweets. A lot of people felt the way about it. Some people felt she was being a little too cocky. Some people felt like, why do y'all have a problem with a woman with confidence in herself? So she's kind of been like a lightning bolt all over social media ever since getting booted from the Olympics for testing positive for weed. So this race was unlike any other she's ever had. All new pressure, all new fame, people wanting to see her fail. I thought she was going to come in third, but she ended up coming in ninth. After she came in ninth place, she gave like this rah-rah speech. I don't even know why they interviewed her. She came in last. They stuck a camera in her face, stuck a microphone in her face. You can see she was emotional. She was fighting back tears. And, she said some random, I'm the sixth fastest all time. It's kind of like when you fail and you go back and point out your success. And that is a fair point. She clocked the sixth fastest time in the history of female track and field. I believe it was a 10.7. And this was back when she was really young, I think a freshman in college. So it was very promising. It looked like maybe one day she would grow and be able to break the 33-year-old record set by FloJo, which one day she might be able to do. But the closest to ever come to FloJo's record, Elaine Thompson, who just won the gold medal, and she won today. So, shout out to Shacarri, prayers with Shacarri. She's obviously going through a hard time, man. It's kind of like getting humbled in front of the entire world. I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the track and field industry kind of was hating too. Like, how do you get a sponsor with Beats by Dre and you've never won anything? You got no hardware. You don't got no gold medal, no silver medal, no bronze. You don't got nothing. And she already got sponsors. Like, she's the most famous female in track and field. So I think she had a lot of hate. She had a lot of love and a lot of support. But ultimately, she never had to run a race with so many eyes on her. And when you watch the race, it looked like she was running with a backpack on. Like, she just couldn't cut it on. She ended up clocking out 11.17, and she usually clocks underneath 10 seconds. She's got as high as 10.7 before, but Elaine Thompson, she ran a 10.54 in the Olympics, so I don't know if she put her best game on today. I don't know if she would have won anyway, but I definitely think she wasn't herself because of all the extra added pressure, all the new fame, and like when you're leading up to the race, your ego is flowing because more and more people know you. People mentioning your name in songs and all types of stuff. So she was really, really feeling herself. And then like when you get to it, man, that pressure will make you fold. And I really think that's what happened to her. She was running like, you ever been in a dream and you trying to run and you can't really cut on the boosters? It's kind of how she was running, like she was fighting to cut it on and she couldn't really cut it on. Meanwhile, Elaine Thompson just looked awesome, man. I never seen an athlete that just got such pure speed with like perfect mechanics. Mechanics is usually for the people that's barely fast enough to qualify. Like, they got to do everything perfect to stick with these superior athletes. She's the superior athlete, and she's just running no wasted motion, so fast and so smooth at the same time. I don't mean to make the video about her, but man, the girl is amazing. But, shout out to Shacarri. She ended up pulling out a 200-meter race shortly after her little rant she gave after the race, man, and you can see she was fighting back tears. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, she gonna cry in the car. So I'm pretty sure she immediately ran to wherever, a locker room, wherever, and she was overcome with grief and she cried. Like, she came in dead last, man. I don't know if she would have felt that way if she would have came in third or, fourth or whatever, but she came in dead last. And the internet had their way with it, a lot of celebrities. Like, everybody, like, people don't care about track and field. They comment about track and field. They taking their shots at this girl. I kind of give Jamaicans a pass because it's the Olympics. Well, this is not the Olympics anymore, but when you're talking track and field, like, the Jamaicans obviously represent for Jamaica, and a Jamaican won, and people was painting a news story that maybe if Shacarri was allowed to run in the Olympics, it would have been a different story. Jamaica won the finish 1, 2, and 3. So Jamaicans, I give them a little room to do their thing, but everybody else really need to kind of just let this girl breathe and stop doing the most. Like, she lost a race, and it's obviously a devastating experience to her because it's kind of like she got humbled in front of the world. I don't know if she's gonna bounce back from it, man. It's a pretty tough situation, man. I don't like. It's a mind thing when you get into professional sports. Like the top athletes, they have like Jordan, those guys. They have like this strong will, this strong mind. Like they can fail 100 times, but they gonna win in the end. And I'm just looking at the way she composed herself after the race, that interview, or lack thereof composure. Like she was pretty close to breaking down in the interview. She was breathing real fast. You know, obviously she just got done running, but it seemed more like a hyperventilating, like I need to calm down type breathing versus I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Because she's done interviews right after races before, and it was never that huffy and puffy. I just think she got to bounce back and get her mind right, man. Like you can be a great athlete, but if your mind ain't in the right spot, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing. And she got to figure out how to accept the fame, accept the criticism, and still go out and do her thing. This was the first time she hit the track since, you know, she became basically a celebrity, you know what I'm saying? And that's really rare in track and field. Like I said, there's probably a lot of people in track and field that couldn't wait for her to fall on her face because they probably been running 10 years, 20 years, probably got medals. People don't know who the hell they is, and everybody want to talk about a Shacarri. I'm saying I'm rooting for the young lady. Hopefully she bounced back. I don't know when the next race is. I don't know if she needs to take a couple races off. She backed out of the 200-meter race today after finishing 9th, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Keep an eye on that. Keep y'all guys posted, man. Hit that subscribe button.